Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I have my coffee. I hope you have something warm to drink and are all comfortable for today's reading. It's a cold day today where I live. I would love to hear from you in the comments how the weather has been right just a few days after this new moon, which, by the way, I don't know about you guys, but the new moon energy almost kind of snuck up on me, but then slapped me in the face. I know that many of you have been feeling this as well. I almost forgot that a new moon was coming. I'm no astrology expert, so I really wasn't paying a lot of attention to the moon cycle. And then all of the sudden, I felt a lot of emotions coming through, both individually and collectively, as I know that many of you experience this phenomenon as well, where you are so intuitive and sensitive that whenever there is some type of, let's say, a lunation, a full moon, a new moon, or some kind of other astrological event, or just something that affects the collective energy, you not only feel what you individually are feeling, what your energetic system is feeling in response to the event, but you also empathically very strongly pick up on the reverberations collectively as well. And I don't know why I'm feeling guided to share about that. Today I saw the image, and this felt kind of like a download for someone of the divine weeding out our lives. And I feel that for someone around this time of the new moon on the 21st, but even after, the strange thing about this energy is it, for many people, had a little bit of a delayed hit as well. So many that I've spoken to began to feel the emotional intensity of this new moon energy most strongly a day or two after. And I'm hearing anxiety, so part of this energy may have showed up for you as anxiety. And I feel that collectively, the guides want you to know that there is a weeding out process happening in your life right now. And specifically, for a while, many people have been allowed to hold on to your energy, and you may have even felt a lot of their energy really strongly. So I'm hearing those who were refusing to take accountability for their own energy. I'm just getting this very needy vibe from these others who may have been connected to you. And even if you weren't in contact or communication with them, they were allowed to access your energy to a greater degree. And even just by having met you and being somewhat energetically connected to you on this giant web of collective consciousness, they were receiving the benefit of your energy. However, in the process, this was draining your energy as well. It almost felt to you in this most recent stage of your life, whoever I'm speaking to here, like you were always getting a million calls at once, energetically or subconsciously. I like to think of it when someone is sending us a lot of energy, thinking about us a lot, in our energy in some type of way, even at a distance. It's sort of like getting a call from them. This is why so often when someone reaches out to you, you knew that they were going to reach out because you felt the call energetically before it came through on your phone. And so while many of these others may not have been texting you, calling you, communicating with you in the physical, they were calling your energy. They were pulling on your energy. The thing is, you are now, or I should say, you have now risen to this higher level of consciousness, if you've found this video, if you've aligned with this video and listened so far, I do believe that's a sign that you have aligned with this higher vibrational space. Now, of course, this isn't a perfect science. When we reach these higher levels of vibration, we have to consciously practice them, and we live in a very dense reality physically, so it's very normal to feel yourself pulled back down again from these higher level frequencies. It takes a lot of practice for us to keep ourselves in those higher vibrational states of being consistently. So what I'm getting is like, you are really beginning to stand out. You are really beginning to shine. I keep hearing empress, like you're really in that empress energy. And I'm actually feeling guided to share a little bit about the empress card as well. And the words really standing out here for me are selfless love, generous detachment, great calm. And that's really what I see you, Divine Feminine, coming into. One who is both connected to everything, but attached to nothing. One who is aware of everything and yet maintains her state of inner peace and inner calm. One who is highly generous, but also protects her beautiful and rare energy. And you've really begun to strike a balance between those different dynamics. And as a result of this, your energy is really starting to shine. There's something very literal about your aura that is sparkling, that is shining, and this is drawing attention. You might even at times notice this when you walk into a room, and anyone in the room, particularly those who are spiritually adept or sensitive, are able to consciously or subconsciously pick up on your brightened aura, and so they will naturally feel a pull to you. They will either look at you or be paying more attention to you. Now, of course, there are still those who are blind, because anyone who is living very unconsciously, who is refusing to listen to their own intuition, will feel really triggered by the purity and the truth that radiates from you. It will either cause them to not want to look at you, to not want to be around you, to be blind to you, just as they are blind to their own inner truth, because you are essentially reflecting to anyone you meet what they are either afraid to see within themselves, or what they are desiring, what they are trying to attain to. And so anyone who is living very much in 3D, very much unconsciously, it's almost as though they are blind to you. They aren't really fully able to see you. Now, of course, I don't mean necessarily physically, although if you're in a crowd of people, a stranger in that crowd might not really be physically aware of you. But what I really mean is you will feel very unseen by these others at a deeper level, emotionally, mentally. You might even, I'm hearing, feel crazy. There may be times where even though you feel really confident and really clear about the wisdom you're coming into, which, by the way, is actually a very deep and ancient wisdom that goes far beyond the superficial level knowledge that most people have. And this wisdom you're coming into is intimidating to people around you. And also, it's to some people incomprehensible. It's beyond their level of understanding. They won't be able to understand you or see you as long as they are still living in the illusion of lack, in the illusion of limitation or fear or separation or restriction. This is so interesting. So I didn't know what was going to come out from this reading. I really just wanted to come on and share a message. This reading has been a bit of a unique one, so thank you to whoever is out there listening who manifested and co-created this reading today. I say that all of the readings on this channel are co-creations because we are all contributing our energy, our frequency to this collective, and that is what actually brings forth the readings. So if you would like to be part of this community, to tap in your frequency more strongly, you can subscribe to the channel. And by subscribing, this also typically does allow me to pick up on your energy more easily in this reading we're doing now and in future reading videos also. So a message coming through for you with indecision reversed is that you call others to make a decision, to take a leap of faith. And this is the power of your energy, but also the intimidation of your energy, why others feel intimidated by it or even run away. You may have people who have felt so intimidated by their energy that they actually ran away. I'm getting the name James for someone, and also the word past. So this might be saying there's someone from your past who ran away because they were intimidated by what your energy brought up in them. I'm hearing your guides say, don't take it personal when someone runs away from you, because they're not running from you. They're running from what your energy triggered or brought up in them. Specifically, Divine Feminine, I feel for some of you listening, there is a masculine in your life, or maybe there's been multiple masculines from your past, either platonically or romantically, that you have called energetically to make a choice, to make a decision. Through meeting you, even without you using your words, you illuminated within them patterns of either self-limitation, self-sabotage, patterns of unconscious behavior, let's say, just to put it very generally. And once these patterns are illuminated, I saw the number 1212 for someone. Someone could have a December birthday as well. But once these patterns are illuminated, these masculines in your life or from your past are called to make a choice. And this choice must be made and will dictate whether or not they are allowed to stay in your life, to stay in your energy. Now, I'm talking at a high level, so typically none of this is really happening consciously. This is happening at a soul level. It's almost like a soul contract of sorts between your higher self and the higher selves of these masculines you encounter. You illuminate these patterns within them, and they have to choose that they're either going to heal those patterns and move forward into a healthier version, a more awakened version of themselves, or they have to choose to remain stuck in those patterns while still being painfully aware of them, because after meeting you, they will always know that that pattern is within them. You've illuminated it. And again, this feels like something you don't even have to do through your words, although your words, there are two things you have to know, Divine Feminine. Your words and like your voice generally and your eyes carry a huge amount of power. I just had a huge wave of goosebumps. And specifically what I mean by this, so with your voice, well, let's get back to kind of the core of where that power comes from. That power is actually the power of your energy. So you have a very powerful, energetic core soul frequency. We share that core soul frequency in everything we do. Think of it like your signature. Everything you infuse with your energy, whether it's simply through your presence, through your words, through your looking at it, even through you thinking about it, you are giving it your signature. You are, in a sense, attaching your energy to that thing or to that person or to that place. But the thing about your energetic signature is it carries a lot of power, a lot of weight. And what that means is when you put your signature on something, when you infuse your energy into something, it leaves a profound impact. And part of the reason for this is because you're a very ancient soul. And because of that, your energetic signature carries with it the echoes of all of these lifetimes you've lived. And that has a lot of power behind it. So you are quite literally unforgettable. And I don't just mean by people, by organizations. If you've worked anywhere, people that work there have not been able to forget about you. And this is true of any environment where you've left your mark, where you've left your energetic signature, but this is especially true of people. So now let's circle around to this thing with your eyes and your voice. So the eyes and the voice are very powerful ways to share your energetic core soul frequency. This is why we often recognize our deepest soul connections through either that moment when our eyes meet or the first time when we hear their voice, because what we're actually recognizing isn't the familiarity of their voice or their eyes per se, but the familiarity of that underlying energetic signature, that energetic frequency that underlies that voice or that glance. So for you specifically, when you say something, it carries a lot of power. Your words are very powerful. Your guides are also bringing this up because they want to remind you that the words you say to yourself are very powerful as well. Speak words of love to yourself. Speak high vibrational words about yourself and to yourself, because even the jokes you make are still your words carrying that power. And so if you're joking about things that you don't like about yourself, you're actually feeding those things and amplifying those things. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I just feel that someone's really being guided to engage in really positive self-talk. Now, when it comes to these masculines in your life, your eyes, let's start there. They're almost hypnotic to them. There is one specific person coming through here, by the way, pretty strongly for someone. This person might have curly hair for some of you. With the word remove, this person may have been recently removed from your life divinely, or they might be feeling removed from you. The word younger is coming out, so this person could be younger than you, or there could be an age gap. You could be younger than them. There's also the word March. So someone here could be a Pisces, or March could be significant to your connection in some other way. But this person, I'm hearing, never forgot you if they're from your past, and never will be able to forget you. And you literally hypnotize this person with your eyes, but it's not hypnotizing like influencing them negatively or manipulating them. When I say hypnotize, I mean they are stunned by the power behind your energetic frequency that you exude through even the smallest glance at them. And I'm actually hearing them say like they long for that. They long to be in your eyes, to see you looking at them. It's almost like they fantasize about that. Now, when it comes to your voice, I'm hearing this person loves your voice and your laugh, but the reason they love it is because it's deeply familiar to them at a core soul level. Even though this person doesn't really seem to know that consciously, this may not be what we would consider to be an inherently quote unquote spiritual person. So they might not talk about things like soulmates or the soul or vibration or frequency. But what they might say is simply, I love your laugh, or I love your voice, or I love listening to you talk, especially when you are really passionate about something, because what they're telling me is you are one of the rare few on the planet who gets so passionate and so excited about things, and you share your passion through your voice. You are someone who is truly living, truly alive, not just existing as many people are. And this person specifically, whoever is connecting with this being a specific person coming through here, I'm seeing blue eyes for someone as well. This person absolutely adores you and adores those things about you. But the thing is, meeting you has brought up a lot within this person that they now have to examine. They are at that point that so often happens within your connections, where let's just say there's a very high standard to be with you. And I'm not even talking like your standards in a human form. Of course, your human self-conscious standards should be high. But I'm talking at a spiritual level, like you are very protected. And if someone tries to get close to you for a prolonged period of time, without making these positive choices in their life that your energy is calling them to make, as these patterns are illuminated within them, if they resist that, they will be removed from your life. And I'm talking cosmically, like divine. Now, on the surface, it might just look like, oh, they ran away, or things didn't work out, or, oh, I'm just unlucky in love. That isn't the case. Anyone who isn't willing to do their healing work will be removed from your life, because spiritually, there is a really high standard to connect with you. This person is being called basically, again, to that point that so often happens in not just your romantic relationships, but your friendships. I feel like you're someone that keeps a very small inner circle because of this very high standard to be in your energy. It calls for someone to have a lot of purity of spirit, a lot of self-accountability, and a lot of ability to introspect and to be constantly expanding and growing. If someone isn't expanding and growing in the way that you are, in the way that you do, spirit will divinely remove them from your life. Now, of course, that may not be forever, but they will at least be removed until they make those positive choices to heal, to change themselves. And that is what is happening for this person. They are right on the brink of either they are going to be divinely removed from your life until they make these positive choices, or they are going to have to make them now, because I see that you've illuminated, I keep wanting to say self-sabotaging behavior within this person. This could come from a low sense of self-worth. This could be childhood related for some of them. Yeah, this person with a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. There is lots of fire sign energy coming through here, but I feel this represents the passion that this person has for you. And now their guides are essentially hoping that the passion they feel for you, the desire they feel to connect with you, will push them out of their comfort zone and into their necessary healing work, that they will be pushed to take that leap of faith, to really step up for themselves and for their life. And here we have the Six of Cups upright and also the Empress reversed. What this tells me is this person could be someone who is, oh, I just got a download. Okay, let me continue first. So this person could be someone who really holds on to their childhood, really holds on to their past, but to their detriment. So they might not be very forward focused. They might hold on to a lot of old things or people they've outgrown out of fear of letting go. But also, and what I was going to say is, I said Divine Feminine, you are showing up as the Empress, but I feel for some of these masculines, there is someone in their life who's showing up as the Empress reversed. So the opposite, I'm hearing they're the opposite of your energy. Now, I'm getting goosebumps all over. I don't know who this person is. For some of you, this person who represents the Empress reversed in their life could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a situationship romantically, someone they dated in the past, an ex. This could even be a mother, a sister, anyone in their life. But I have to say, I am getting really strong feminine energy from this person. This is someone who I'm hearing untrustworthy. This person is untrustworthy, but that's because they are very insecure within themselves. They actually mirror this person's insecurities, because I said that this masculine we're connecting to here does struggle with self-worth. But what I'm seeing is the two of them tend to ruminate in their lack of self-worth, in their low mood, in their insecurity, and they've kind of bonded in that way, whoever this is. And this is a very karmic situation. We have the Justice card, which is traditionally the karmic card. And this person, this masculine, is being called to resolve this karmic pattern, which is really the karmic pattern within himself of not taking charge of his life, of sitting in this space of low self-worth, not taking positive action steps forward in his life, but remaining stuck or holding on to the past. And this karmic feminine energy or person around him has actually been feeding into this. Now, the thing about this person as well is, and you've already felt this, Divine Feminine, but she doesn't think very highly of you. With the Queen of Swords reversed, this is someone who, again, is very untrustworthy, but it's because she puts people down in her life to make herself seem bigger or to feel better about herself. And I actually feel as though you may potentially have been someone that this karmic feminine has talked badly about. And this is how things have come to a head. And the masculine here is being pushed to really choose whether he's going to heal this karmic pattern within himself, and whether he is going to follow his intuition or whether he is going to just remain in his life as it's been, which in many ways I'm hearing that before he met you, his life felt miserable to him in many ways. There are many aspects of his life that he was unhappy about, but meeting you, because I feel you share some type of soulmate connection. This could be a twin flame, but for most, I'm getting a soulmate. That familiarity of your souls really brought this person back to life, but they can't continue just feeding off of your energy and this connection. They're really being pushed to take what you've illuminated within them and do the healing work within themselves. So, wow, very fascinating reading today. I know I'm probably just speaking to a small group of people here, but whoever you are, I hope this message reached you. If it was for you, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know. I would love if you could subscribe and join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a beautiful day. I am sending you so much love, and I will talk to you again in the next reading.